ideas for setting goals with artificial intelligence. For example, training the AI first on how to be able to understand who you are, and then asking the AI, what are the things that are likely to stop you from achieving your goals? For example, I'm going to give you an example. I want to do 200 LinkedIn Lives this year. 200 LinkedIn Lives. So doing 200 LinkedIn Lives, that means I need to come up with a lot of topics for my LinkedIn Live. So I told AI, hey, listen, my name is Joe Applebaum. I'm the CEO of Evie AI. We built an AI assistant for social media. We help people be able to generate sales, book conversations. We have a community with over 1,600 people that are engaged LinkedIn creators. We're having an event this coming Wednesday called the LinkedIn Influencer Summit. 1,600 people are coming to the event. It's just amazing to see how many people are in our world and what people are doing and how they're doing it and what's going on. And so for me, it's about building relationships and getting to know people, but asking AI, what do I need to do to get to 200 LinkedIn Lives? And AI basically told me, it's like, come up with topics, come up with topics. And it told me, come up with ways to discuss those topics. Okay, so come up with topics and come up with ways to discuss those topics. And I'm like thinking to myself, wow, if I have 10 topics, okay, you pick up 10 topics or even 5 topics, and then I have 5 ways to discuss those topics, and then 5 different locations or settings where you discuss those topics, you basically have an infinite amount of LinkedIn Lives that you can do. Do you get what I'm saying? So, for example, if my 5 topics, even if I just had 5 topics, my 5 topics is artificial intelligence, personal development, which includes goal setting, LinkedIn, like networking, marketing, prospecting, digital marketing. If I took my topics related to that stuff or business, like even just like growing your business, sales, and I took those topics and then I said, okay, how do I talk about those topics? So, for example, let's say personal development, goal setting, whatever, going to events. Okay, so I go to events like leadership events to learn personal development, to grow, to be able to achieve my goals, whatever. So, one of the ideas that came up with was, when you go to an event, you take a lot of selfies, you take a lot of videos, you take a lot of photos of the event, you take photos of the material of the event, right? Or screenshots or whatever. Why not create an album in Google Photos and then literally go through that entire album step by step and walk people through your journey, walk people through your event, and spend an hour doing that and then see what happens? And I'm like, I go to one event per month. Okay, I just go to even one event per month and I walk people through that event step by step. I went to the AI Bot Summit. I have tons of videos of the AI Bot Summit and photos. I could talk all about that. I went to the Marketers Cruise. I could talk about that. I went to the Soulful Leadership Retreat. I could talk about that. I'm going to Speakeasy Mastermind coming up, and I already went to a Speakeasy Mastermind, and I'm going to many more. I could talk about that. I'm going to EO Japan. I could talk about that. You can see right there, just off the top of my head, I have 5 events, and then I have another 5 speaking engagements that I'm doing. For example, the LinkedIn Influencer Summit that I'm hosting. We have over 1,000 people came last year. We hope 1,600 people will come this year. And I have an event that I'm speaking at called Juicy, GCUC. I have an event I'm speaking at in Atlanta about LinkedIn. So I'm going to take tons of photos. I have a speaking engagement that I'm doing in Phoenix, and a speaking engagement that I'm doing for the Big Tent um, in Denver, Colorado. And so that's just 5 right there. Okay. And that's even in the first half of the year, not to mention all the webinars that I'm going to be on, all the podcasts that I'm going to be on, all those types of things that I could be talking about. And so this gets me thinking of like ways to be able to do my 200 LinkedIn Lives. Is just, even that itself, it's like 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, cool. So now I have 25 different LinkedIn Lives that I can do, just literally going through photos, going through albums of things that I've spoken to in 5 different locations, 5 different ways, 5 different topics. And so that's what I call the 555 framework. And the 555 framework is mainly for content creation, but it works. You can apply it for LinkedIn Live as well. So if you Google the words 555 framework, you're going to find out more information about the 555 framework. The other thing that it told me is, Joe, you post so much on LinkedIn. You posted 10,000 times since you started your LinkedIn account. Okay, I posted 10,000 times on LinkedIn. You know what works, you know what doesn't work, right? You know what works, you know what doesn't work. So why not just do a post review once a week? Just go back and look at your previous week's posts. So I said, oh my God, that's a great idea. And that also helped me get aligned with my goals and understanding, okay, am I achieving posting every day? Am I actually achieving posting every single day? If I'm doing 200 LinkedIn lives, outside of 200 LinkedIn lives, my goal is to post once a day. Every single day, post once a day. And I'm posting now on TikTok, I'm posting on Instagram, I'm posting on Twitter, I'm posting on LinkedIn, of course, I'm posting on Facebook. I'm posting on YouTube every day as well. I'm building up my YouTube channel. And so my goal is literally to post every day. And if I post every day, I get exposure every day and I build relationships every day. That's really important. So let me look at the chat, see what's going on in the chat. If you guys are watching this live, let me know. Say, Joe, I'm live here below. I have a sales call, my second sales call for a pretty big engagement that I'm going to have. There's a huge company that wants to contract us to help them with their revenue generation and their funnels this coming year. And so I'm really excited about going deep with this company and helping them be able to achieve revenue generation this year. And I'm going to do my second demo, then my third. I'm going to do a third one for them just to kind of show them my system and my processes of how I generate revenue for companies. How do I build out a funnel? How do I build out a pipeline? How do I make sure that there's all the right automations behind the funnel and the pipeline? It looks like Jen's calling me. Hey, Jen, I'm on LinkedIn Live right now. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm going to wrap up. So if you guys want to see a demonstration video of Evie AI, I'm going to create a new demo, a new 2026 demo coming up soon. But for now, if you want to see the old demo, just type in the word demo to 973-841-8868, and then you will get a demonstration video. In the meantime, I appreciate you listening to this short live. And yeah, if you want to set your goals with artificial intelligence, you got to start chatting with it. You got to talk to it, have conversations with it, and just watch what happens. I talk to AI about my goals every single day. I actually have this AI called Bordy that called me this morning and he's like, Joe, how's the Influencer Summit coming along? I said, could you do me a favor and promote the Influencer Summit for me? Could you email a bunch of people about it? And it's like, yeah, sure, I could do that. So it's going to go off and email a bunch of people about the Influencer Summit. I'm just so grateful that I can do that. Thank you very much for watching this live. Let me know what your thoughts are around how to set goals with AI. Let me know if you're coming to influencersummit2026.com. Let me know what you think about my goal of doing 200 LinkedIn Lives this year. And yeah, check out my recent posts on LinkedIn. Go to posts.joelinkedin.com.